Hello ladies, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Nicole and I've been on a little bit of a level up journey this past 15 months. And with that, if you have watched other videos from other creators talking about leveling up and how you can hold yourself accountable, one of the most common things you'll hear them say is to record yourself. Now, I've been in the unique position where I have been working as a content creator basically since I moved to the UK 4 years ago. And with that, I have recorded myself a lot. And this past week, I had to go look through all of my Instagram stories to find something. And I went back to 2018 and I started looking through all of my archive stories. And with that, I came across old footage of me online. And although I don't necessarily recommend to put this content out online, I think the biggest teacher that you can have on your level up journey is yourself. And if you start recording yourself and then go review it 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or even a year or years down the line, you can see how far you've come. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, if that sounds like the type of community you want to surround yourself with, people that are leveling themselves up and holding themselves accountable, I'd be so honored if you press the subscribe button and joined this little community. So with that, you would have seen the title of today's video. I'm going to be reacting to some of my old Instagram stories. So let's look at the first one. So this is over on my business account, and I'm wondering why. I watched these earlier, but I don't remember what was the cringe-worthy thing that I've done that made me say this. So let's watch it.
Okay. Sometimes I do shit my pants a little bit when I get on live and I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. On stories, we definitely...
So I can already tell what I saved that video for. So I said, sometimes I myself, and that's not something that I would get on stories, and I'm really trying to refrain from using curse words on stories now. So let's move on to the next video. Oh my gosh. So this one, I saved it because I cannot believe, so I have arthritis in my lower back and my SI joints, and I was showing everybody what the state of my house looked like because I wasn't able to walk. Now, I'm not saying that that's necessarily the bad thing. I just don't know if I would show this level of destruction ever again online. Let me show you.
Saying yesterday on how I can't work in a messy space. You guys don't even know how much this is killing me, but I just can't bend down to pick it up.
I think why I wouldn't do that in future is, well, one, it doesn't reflect well on me. I understand what I was trying to get across there. I was trying to get across that I was injured and everything was kind of falling to pieces around me, but I still don't think that that is something that puts me in the best light. And be it that I work online and people are viewing that, I just don't think it puts the best foot forward. Okay, the next one.
I've been kind of quiet on here the last 24 hours, but yeah, I'm in the same sweater and look at the state of it, it's disgusting. But I'm just coming on here to say, not cryptic.
At least I'm not lying. I'm talking about how disgusting I look. So it's like, I have acknowledged the fact that I shouldn't show up like that, but I'm going to anyways. Again, I did start to come to realize this. For example, I would talk about how showing up on stories without makeup and maybe using a filter, I was aware that PRs and brands and potential clients would be viewing me, but then I would put something like that up. Beyond me. Okay, so let's watch the next one.
And this is why I don't get ready most days, because I'll be honest, most of the time I'm at home, I'm looking like this. And so to get done up, put makeup on, do my hair, when most of the time
I'm not going anywhere. I can tell where I was going with that. I understand, but at the same time, I feel like it's a very slippery slope. I think it honestly, you should try to get ready in your day-to-day. And the thing is, when I'm viewing myself here, it's not even about getting ready. It's about like looking like a slob. Like, you can still get ready and wear respectable items around the house that are still comfortable. It doesn't have to always be restrictive. And I wish that Nicole grasped that concept. Okay, so let's go into the next one. Okay, so this one, I don't even know what I'm gonna say, but I can tell you what, this is so embarrassing. I can tell you what I'm embarrassed about instantly is the fact that, like, do I care so little about myself that I can't even get proper dishware to serve my lunch in? Oh my gosh, let's watch the video.
That I do think there's practical things that you can do when you're going to shoot that will make you feel more comfortable. And here's the thing, I've got the biggest thighs on the face of the planet, and I know thick thighs save lives, but y'all don't need to see that in a photo. Do you know what I mean?
I don't like the way that I'm speaking. I just think it's very, it's too informal and it's almost like too slang, y'all. I'm not American, and I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. But the biggest thing that I'm like trying to move past is the fact that I'm eating my way too many carbs for one sitting in a measuring bowl. Let's go to the next one.
Also, so many of you are probably like, wow, she really does not care the way that she comes on camera. And nope.
That has got to be the worst one. Some of you may be thinking that, wow, she really doesn't care what she looks like when she comes on camera, and nope. At the time at the time I didn't care, but now I care. Now I care, and I can't believe that this was the way that I was showing up to the world and showing up in my job. I think that's the thing that I'm the most stunned at, is that this has been my job. And I wouldn't walk into my job and say, I don't care to be here. I don't care to show up in a certain way. So, oh my gosh, that was terrible. So let's go to the next one. So I think this next one is just it's part of one of the other ones we watched, but let's see what it says.
I'm sitting at home like this, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, just keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real that it's okay to just be like a slob around the house and just to get ready, shoot the content, and then get back into junky clothes that should have been thrown out a long time ago. I'm actually in my husband's sweater, and I know why I was in that sweater. Truth be told, here in England, it is colder than how I felt in Canada. There's no furnaces, there's radiators, and radiators, believe it or not, don't radiate. And so I didn't have respectable, nice clothing to be around the house in, and I didn't see the point in buying clothes just to sit around the house. So I was wearing my husband's sweaters, and then the sweatpants that I have on are so old from well before when I was living in Canada. So really they should have been thrown out. But I think more so what I'm picking up here is like me saying like I'm keeping it real is just because something's real doesn't necessarily mean we need to go bring attention and spotlight to it. The other thing that I would say is maybe this is also the point where I was feeling quite convicted with how I showed up online and what was going on behind closed doors. And I've really, if you've seen one of my previous videos, you would have heard I've deleted almost all of my Instagram followers, and I'm starting again from 53,000 to, I think I left myself with 1,800. And there came a point where I was finding it really hard to show up online and do my job because there was a disconnect. And I can't say that that girl looks successful. I can't say that that girl looks like she has it together. And she didn't. It's not just she doesn't look like it, she didn't. And so, yeah, it's really interesting to look back on that. Okay, we've got two more. So this one I can tell already. So basically when I was going through my Instagram stories, I saved a few of these, but I didn't necessarily listen to all of them. But this one I can see right away. I am taking a video in the bath, and there's a few things that I learned by going through all of these stories. One, I used to film in bed, like from the minute I open my eyes, I don't have clothes on, like the blanket was up, you can see the sleep in my eye. And if you wouldn't greet someone at the door like that, if you wouldn't have someone over to your house like that, why show that online? This one, why am I showing everybody what I'm like in the bath? I think the bed and the bath should, for the most part, be off limits. I think for me, if I'm showing a product, like, and just maybe a boomerang of the product in the bathroom is a different story, but I don't need to be talking to people in the bath. Let's watch a video.
Hey guys, I'm getting really strategic with these angles, but I have a serious question. I learned a lot at Lash last night, but the thing is that I'm not a like bright pink, sparkly kind of gal.
So I admit that I'm being strategic with the angles, and I don't think people need to know that or they need to see that. They don't need to be that intimate with me online. And then this last one, I already know where I'm going with this. It's just a quick boomerang, but I'm painting my nails on the train, and there was quite a few videos that I flagged up where I was doing this. I was doing my grooming on a plane or on a train, and we shouldn't be doing this on a train. Do it at home. Keep these things for home. Don't groom yourself out in public. Anyways, my friends, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed going on memory lane with me. I definitely can see how far I've come, but I'm excited to see when I can look back on the videos from now and see how much I've even grown from today. So I encourage you to start filming yourself. I'm sure you will learn a lot, and again, no one can hold yourself accountable more than you can, and no one can be a better teacher to you than you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.